to today's podcast. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the latest edition of the Radcast News, holiday edition number, I don't know what, my days are running together, 3. Riley, what day is it? Is it episode or 3 of the news in the holiday of December?
I think this is our third. Yeah, this is our third one.
Okay, whatever it is, but always joined by the lovely Reiley Clark, the producer and content.
Thank you.
Extraordinaire. I'm running out of adjectives for Riley, but good to have you, Riley.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Glad to be here.
So what's shaking over there? You know, we're in the new podcast studio, which I'm really enjoying.
Yes.
We've got dynamic camera angles going.
Yes.
We've got a warm, cozy fire keeping
Absolutely.
keeping us nice and toasty. I'm feeling it like on my shoulder, like it's subconscious. I know it's just a digital video going there. But
Absolutely. No, it's a little warm, little good here today.
Yeah,
it makes up for the cold kind of outside that's kind of going on today. You know, it's kind of a chilly day.
It is a little dreary cold for the winter months here in South Carolina. You know, we don't have many days that are as kind of blistery as I would call it. But
no, I agree.
But I like what you've done with the podcast studio. So,
Thank you. Yeah, I think it
looking
looks
good, feeling better. I'm feeling loose, and I mean, if I could dance in this chair, I'd be dancing in it.
That's where we're at. I'm so glad that's where we're at. No, that's good.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That's good.
So cool.
Yeah.
How's the week been? How's we getting geared up for the holidays? Lots of Christmas shopping,
Absolutely.
all those kind of things.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on. You know, it's funny, you get all the stuff for your family and you've like mentally been preparing, getting stuff for your family, and then you realize, okay, I actually have less than a week now to really get everything together. So this is your news flash. You want to talk about news, like
literally, if you listen to this on the day it releases, you have T-minus 1 week. So T-minus 1 week to get it all done and get it all in. My wife's freaking out. We have a few more things to buy the boys, and my wife's getting like one large gift, and so I always play, like, do I need to get her like a few small things, like one big thing? So it's like,
right.
It's always that dilemma of, I think we all think about someone. Did we get enough? The consumerism in this,
Yeah, or like you want it to be like was this meaningful? Like, was this good? Like, did this like really, hit all the things that they really, need,
Yeah.
But
she knows what she's getting, so she'll be happy. And,
that's what's important.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's important.
We'll see. And but what are like? Do you have holiday traditions or foods or things? What's like any go-to? Like my dad always makes. We call it TV snacks, but it's like Chex Mix. Let's call it what it is. But that's like, any go-to foods or traditions for you?
I feel like I have I love sweet potato casserole, and my mom makes like the best sweet potato casserole, and it's just like, I mean, she's Southern. She was a Southern cooker, so it has all the sugar that you probably shouldn't be consuming, but you want it.
It's the holidays.
And the marshmallows that are glazed just perfectly on top. Like nothing about it is too
only half the
watery.
calories count.
No, right. Around the holidays, it doesn't matter.
Holidays.
Exactly. But yeah, so that's kind of just what's been going on there. And I hate to say it, but you love the turkey or the ham. And then it's almost like a Thanksgiving part 2 in some ways. But then you have the cranberry sauce, like just I just love it. And I love the pies and the cakes that can come from Christmas. It's just spot on.
If you're listening, you should be getting hungry by now.
Oh, right.
I'm over here. It's we record these right around lunchtime, so I'm it's making me hungry. Might be blistering through this episode like fast as possible to get to some like leftover sandwich or something that's just not as exciting. But but nonetheless, I think half the calories count during the holidays.
No, absolutely.
That's what we say.
No, for sure. But what about you? Do you have a favorite food or?
Yeah, like my dad makes the Chex Mix. We're going to my mom's this weekend.
Okay.
We do the before Christmas. Kind of my mom. She's in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay.
Or thereabouts, right outside of it on Lake Murray area.
Oh, nice area.
And so we go down there, and it's normally a mixed bag. Like we don't have. Sometimes it's similar to the Thanksgiving. Sometimes it's a random casserole that she's testing out.
Right.
She always cooks. She's a great cook, so it's always something delicious. But we're not like dead pan set on like exactly this one dish for Christmas.
I got
the turkey
that,
and dressing and all that's Thanksgiving. It's pretty set.
Right.
But the Christmas meal is usually just something good, and
Yeah.
Then with my dad, we typically have done like a prime rib or something.
Yum.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
We've done that last few years.
What about do you all have anything else like going on? Do you feel like you have something that's like this notable thing that's either about to get you crazy hyped for New Year's, or something that's like, okay, like this is about to happen and I just can't wait for it,
I honestly we don't have an event this year that's like somewhere or something that may be like driving that.
Right.
I will say I'm taking a few days off around, and probably a week total around the holidays, either before or after Christmas or around New Year's. And so I'm looking forward to just a little bit of, and Nicole's going to be off, and we'll have the boys. And, strangely enough, with everything going on and other things, I'm kind of just looking forward to just some nothingness. And us all kind of like chilling, and I guess watching some really bad bowl games, or, something like that with how this year's going. And then Clemson plays Notre Dame this Saturday. And you may listen to this and the game's already over by now. A lot of people listen to it past. But Clemson, Notre Dame for the ACC championship to go to the college football playoff. I went to Clemson,
nice,
so huge college football guy. I'm glad they got through the season with
Right.
COVID and everything. So I'm pulling for the Tigers this weekend. I'll be at Mom's, eating my face off, but watching the Clemson Notre Dame
football game. Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't even followed WVU as much as I wish I should have this year.
You didn't miss much.
You did not.
Hey,
you did not say that.
What are they, like 4-3 or something? And half their games have been canceled.
I mean, touche, right? Like I'm not.
That's not
gonna...
their fault. I'm not really knocking West
know.
Virginia as much as just some of the realities of the season.
No, I know. It was just funny, but I feel like I wish I would have caught up more on WVU, and I feel like their basketball team's actually been doing really well this year, though.
No, they're good. They are. Started off well.
Yeah. But all that to say, I know that's not necessarily completely related to what we're talking about, but I'll do better next year.
Yeah, but cool. Well, here's Reiley with the news.
Okay, guys, our news topics for today. The first one we're going to get into is McDonald's in Sweden decided to bring back officially the Golden M haircut. And we know what we're talking about here. We're talking about young Leo, which, heartthrob Leo still is, for the record. I mean, are you serious? Between him and Brad Pitt with that, blonde kind of shaped haircut. I mean, they're really, they're trying to bring that back. And McDonald's Sweden is doing a virtual barbershop deal where, you can come in, get your Golden M haircut. But I like how this is bringing in, I mean, obviously we talk about this all the time. This is a marketing podcast, but it's like, what is this doing for the brand of McDonald's? I think it's doing more than just like, oh, this is funny. They're bringing back, this Golden M haircut. I mean, but I think this is a cool thing for McDonald's to be doing.
This falls into the realm of we have more money than we know what to do with in our marketing efforts. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's fun and it's great social content, and
Absolutely.
They're doing it in Sweden. I'm not poo-pooing the idea. I like it, but it's like, some brands that are out there, they're just trying to find the one idea to make hay with, and McDonald's has like 100 things going on.
Exactly.
Like, because it's a worldwide brand,
right.
And so the golden arches, the golden M hair, and I know it was a thing. I'm well aware of it, and
right.
I actually like both of those guys, Caprio and Brad Pitt, good actors and good-looking guys.
Yeah.
Hey, call a spade a spade. They're studs, but it's just, I don't know. Like, some of these things, I just look at with a little bit of a slanted eye. I liked, in some of the other news, I liked more of the play on the No Shave November. They gave away, the McRibs just relaunched, and they gave away like the first, 100,000 if people came in and shaved or something like that. So I like that for viral content. But
absolutely, maybe
that related to me more. But it's cool. I mean, when you got the money, just spend it.
I guess you're spending it when you have the money to spend it.
I know, right? Like, what I can just imagine, like, how many ideas like they sit around, between the agency I'm sure they're working with and internally. It's like, how many ideas hit the board and how many they actually implement is the scale of that. It's probably hard to even comprehend.
Right. No, I hear that. The other topic we have for today is obviously about the Super Bowl. It's coming up very quickly. And I feel like, we were just talking about this, whether it was WVU or Clemson, and obviously I haven't been keeping track of WVU, so sorry guys. But it's like when you think about what's even been happening with just the course of NFL football this year. I mean, it's been very weird. People can't even go to the stadium. I mean, all those other things, games were canceled, whatever. It's like, I think a lot of marketers right now are kind of like, okay, are we actually going to have our Super Bowl moment this year or not? Because like, how does it even play in? Like, where is it going to come in? And, where are we putting our ads? And, that's kind of just a big question that's kind of circulating right now too.
Yeah. It's like $5.5 million for 30 seconds. And I will say this, like, as much as linear TV, I think, is a bad buy a lot of the times now, as far as, the audience is just so distracted, and very few millennials or Gen Z or, like, even my demographic, it's just not a lot of linear TV. So I'm kind of down on TV as a whole, the traditional commercial. However, the Super Bowl is that time and place in that moment where there's so much attention on it. You've got people over for parties. You've got stuff, and people are watching the commercials, so it's become an event. And so if $5.5 million on air to reach 250 million, how many ever people it is, it might actually be impression for impression the best buy you can make if you can afford it.
Right.
And so it's been interesting to watch that. I think they're 80% sold out of all spots by like November, December. I think it started off a little slower than previous years, but now it's picked back up because people realize it. And you're going to have, I saw where, we talked about Pringles and some of their brand play. Their Pringles is going to be on there, the stacking of the flavors. That'll be cool. Budweiser's back. They've been in a mainstay. They have, I think, exclusivity in the beer category. I don't know how much they paid for that win, but it's got to be hundreds of millions of dollars.
Are they bringing back the Clydesdales and the puppies?
No, I wish that they would.
No, they're not.
Yes, but I haven't seen any mention of exactly what they are. That was an iconic campaign.
I know. I loved when those came on.
And I think that it's going to be interesting because of the dynamics of the game. Don't get me wrong. It's made for television. If any of the NFL games are made for television, they're all made for television. There's hundreds of camera angles and all that, but you've got the crowd and all that. The Super Bowl is so produced for TV, it might have less of the impact of the no crowd or no people there than you might realize, because, again, it's such a spectacle on television with the halftime show and all those things.
Right. Oh, touche.
And so I think they're going to probably even take it a step further with the whole, knowing – I mean, you're not obviously. I don't know if they're gonna show crowd shots of the cardboard figures or not. It's Super Bowl. Maybe they'll become for Super Bowl there'll be dynamic 3D versions of the cardboard.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, have you noticed that even Kelly Clarkson show, we have stuff like that up on the office TVs or whatever, but they have the it's like the virtual. It looks like like a screen or whatever, and it's just people that are basically coming in from Zoom or whatever. Do you think they would incorporate something like that at all, or do you feel like that's just like completely not something that's probably going to happen?
Maybe. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I did see TurboTax, who's been doing some pretty creative stuff. Mars and Eminem will be back. What else? It said that Toyota will be there, but Olay, the skincare brand, like oil of Olay, will not be coming back, and neither will Avocados from Mexico. They've had some pretty creative spots. They ended their streak, so I don't know if the avocado sales are down or it's just not worth the money.
Not at my supermarket. I'm obsessed with avocados. I eat like 2 or 3 avocados a day, if I'm being completely honest.
I love avocados. I had them on my my coconut chicken tacos last night.
Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, yeah. Are you a cook?
I heated it up.
Oh.
I mean, I made the tacos. But the coconut chicken was kind of like a pre-made from Publix or something.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Nicole bought it, and I was all right. She was doing
good.
some shopping last night, so it was fending for myself, but they were pretty tasty. I had avocado and all that on there.
That sounds super good.
As we get hungrier and hungrier for
I know,
lunch.
now we're going to keep talking about food and all the things about food now. But yeah, well, we're going to continue on our food topic here too, as we talk about vouchers from Uber. So I think this is super smart, and I know you have lots of thoughts about this, but let me tee it up a little bit. So Uber's businesses, they have Uber Eats, they have obviously Uber itself, the driving service, but they are creating a way to incorporate both the discounts on rides and discounts on food, and just like bringing in businesses that can either participate in giving a voucher for more food or giving a voucher for a ride. And I think that's a really cool concept. Again, I know you have tons of thoughts about it. So
yeah, you can do branded plays with this so that you can brand the certificates and things that you're doing. You can literally, and I think there's a lot of different angles for this. When you think about services and businesses where the customer has to either get rid of their car or they might need a second person or something.
Right.
I think this could be huge. Think doctor's offices, maybe, things like that. Think dealerships. So if you're a dealership and you have a service department, to be able to offer your customers pick up, drop off, those services in a branded way,
that is such a
I
good
think
point.
It would be brilliant for literally every service dealership should have that as like, and again, obviously for a $20 oil change, you probably can't do it. But for anything over $100, $150, give your client a branded experience for how they get Uber, how they pick it up, but it's provided by you, sponsored by you, for the pickup and drop off.
Absolutely.
Because that's the biggest pain point for like service of vehicles is, and the loaner programs put such a stress on the dealerships because they don't have enough cars, the liability involved, all that stuff. You put it on Uber, but you brand it for yourself. It could be a differentiator, or at least it probably will become table stakes eventually. I know there's some dealers that do it or will offer it here and there, but I would be branding the hell out of it.
No, absolutely. I think it's a super smart play, and I'm looking forward to using it.
Yes.
Big Uber Eats person, so looking forward to using that for sure.
When weather gets bad, everybody has got to come to work because I'm going to Uber you here.
Okay. All right. No, just kidding.
The weather doesn't get that bad in South Carolina, so we'll see.
That's good.
But I do like it. Great play by Uber, and I think brands that get on top of it can really differentiate themselves.
Absolutely. Our last topic for today, and I just think it's hilarious. It's super smart. American Standard is, flush the year away. And they have this toilet paper that has basically all the icons of things that have happened throughout the year that have been, well, for lack of a better word, let's just say a shit show. Like, we're talking about toilet paper. Let's just bring it all full circle. And you can just throw away the toilet paper, and it's just hilarious. But there's a thing with it. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, there's like a way to enter in to be able to get the toilet paper. I'm thinking there's actually there's like a what's it called? Not a raffle.
A giveaway.
A giveaway. Yeah.
Yeah, an online contest super cool. Where they give their information, and you get a chance to win a roll of the limited edition toilet paper. They're also giving away 450 rolls, randomly selecting the winner in 3 drawings.
Right.
I think this is brilliant. I think what have you added to it, and I didn't see this as part of it, you should be able to customize your own toilet paper for everything you want to flush away from this year.
That's actually
really funny. If you could come on and add personalization to it, put in your things, and then they send it to you. They could sell this on their store, e-commerce. Here's your idea. This is what you should. American Standard, call us if you want to take these ideas a little further. And maybe they thought about it and they didn't have the infrastructure. Yeah. And it might have been an idea that came up like a week ago, but they wanted to implement it, which it strikes me as possible. But I think it's a great brand play, hilarious. Plays on the mindset.
Absolutely.
Good PR for the brand. We're talking about it, so it must be good PR.
Obviously.
If it's made our cut on the news,
Absolutely.
it's got to be good. So good play by American Standard, but let's personalize it. And you want to think about it. This could be an ongoing thing. What do you want to flush away in your life? And,
hey, that's actually a really good like whole campaign in of itself. To your point, I mean, like, you know, what else happened this year that, you know, you're like, I just want to forget about that. Like,
yeah, or just ever, like,
get it away.
Like if you're wanting to, you know, bad habits to go away, like this could be a customization at all times. What are you trying to flush out of your life? And every time you use the bathroom, hey, we all use the bathroom every day. You're reminded of what you're trying to get rid of.
Absolutely. American Standard, you might have to call us. No, I'm just kidding.
Or there you go. You just do it.
Yeah, or you just do it yourself.
That one's free.
Yeah. No, just kidding. But yeah, no, that's it for us today, news wise. Yeah. And by the time this releases and we have our next episode, I mean, Christmas has already passed. So if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone else as well. And
for sure, appreciate everyone that listens, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Celebrate it safely. Yes. And, you know, Merry Christmas to you, Reiley.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
You know, we'll be together for another week.
I know.
But, you know,
we'll see each other still. Yeah. But, you know, to everyone else, Happy Holidays.
Exactly. All right, guys. We'll see you next time on the Radcast. Follow along at theradcast.com. And we'll see you next time. Happy Holidays.
See ya.